The rusted iron gates creak, they groan under the weight of years. The factory at 1678 Industrial Drive is a skeleton. Its windows are vacant eyes staring out at Detroit. It was once a place of bustling life. Now it stands silent, a monument to a forgotten era. The wind howls through broken panes of glass. It whistles a mournful tune. Inside, shadows dance. Dust motes swirl in the faint rays of sunlight. The air is thick with the smell of decay. It's the smell of forgotten memories, lost dreams. The factory floor is littered with debris, twisted metal, shattered glass, the remnants of a once thriving industry. Footprints echo in the vast emptiness, but they are not yours. You are not alone. This is a place where the past lingers. It clings to the present with a desperate grip, a place where the veil between this world and the next wears thin. This is 1678 Industrial Drive, the haunted heart of Detroit. The factory was born in the Roaring Twenties, a time of prosperity and hope. Detroit was a city on the rise. Its heart beat to the rhythm of industry, and this factory was at its center. Men and women toiled within its walls. They built a future for their families. The air hummed with the clang of machinery, sparks flew, metal sang. It was a symphony of progress, the American dream forged in steel and sweat. The factory thrived. It grew alongside the city. But fate, as it often does, had other plans. A darkness was brewing, a darkness that would forever stain the factory's legacy.
The year was 1933. The Great Depression had gripped the nation. Times were tough. Hope was a flickering candle in the wind. And then it happened. The fire.
It began quietly, a wisp of smoke, an unnoticed flicker of flame, but soon the fire roared. It consumed everything in its path. Flames danced across the night sky. They painted the city in hues of orange and red. The screams of trapped workers echoed in the night. The air grew thick with the smell of burning flesh and wood. Firefighters battled the blaze. They were valiant but helpless against the inferno. When the smoke finally cleared, the factory lay in ruins, a smoldering testament to the fire's fury.
The death toll was staggering. Dozens perished, their souls forever tethered to the site of their demise. The city mourned. But the factory was never the same. It was rebuilt, but the scars remained, visible in the charred bricks and twisted metal, invisible in the whispers that haunted the air.
Years passed. The factory reopened, but the workers whispered. They spoke of strange occurrences, unexplained noises, cold spots, the feeling of being watched. Some claimed to hear the cries of the dead. Faint whispers carried on the wind. Others saw shadows moving in the periphery. Fleeting glimpses of figures that vanished as quickly as they appeared. Tools went missing, lights flickered, machines malfunctioned, accidents became more frequent. The workers grew uneasy. Fear permeated the factory floor. The whispers grew louder. The stories spread.
The factory at 1678 Industrial Drive was no longer a place of industry. It was a place of fear, a place of haunting.
One story stands out, the tale of the watchman. He was a solitary man, tasked with guarding the factory at night.
One night during his rounds he vanished, never to be seen again. Some say he was taken by the spirits, dragged into the shadows by unseen hands. Others believe he simply left, driven mad by the constant feeling of dread.
But the legend persists. Visitors to the factory claim to see his shadow, a tall, imposing figure patrolling the grounds, his lantern swinging, casting eerie shadows that dance and writhe. Is it the watchman still performing his duties in death? Or is it something more sinister, a manifestation of the factory's dark energy taking on a familiar form? Paranormal investigators have flocked to the factory, drawn by its grim history and unsettling reputation. They come armed with EMF readers and thermal cameras, seeking evidence of the supernatural, and they are rarely disappointed.
Cold spots are common, sudden drops in temperature that send shivers down your spine, EMF spikes occur without explanation, as if unseen entities are attempting to communicate. Cameras malfunction, batteries drain, equipment fails, the air grows thick with static.
A feeling of unease settles upon you. You're not alone. You're being watched. The factory seems to feed off the fear of its visitors. The more frightened you become, the more active the spirits become. It's a terrifying feedback loop. One of the most unsettling phenomena is the phantom smell, the unmistakable scent of burning steel and flesh. It wafts through the air, a visceral reminder of the tragic fire. Some believe it is the residual energy of the event imprinted upon the very fabric of the building. Others claim it is the spirits themselves, their essence intertwined with the smell of their demise. Whatever the cause, the effect is undeniable. It is a haunting reminder of the factory's tragic past, a sensory experience that transports you back to that fateful night in 1933. The smell lingers in your nostrils long after you have left the factory, a haunting souvenir of your visit to one of Detroit's most haunted locations. Local legends abound about the spirits that haunt the factory. Many believe they are the victims of the fire, trapped between this world and the next, unable to move on, forever bound to the site of their demise.
They wander the halls searching for peace, for release, for someone to hear their cries. Others believe the spirits are drawn to the residual energy of the factory, the pain, the suffering, the fear. It acts as a beacon, drawing lost souls to its decaying walls.
Whatever the reason, the spirits are real. They make their presence known in whispers, shadows, and cold spots. They are the unseen residents of 1678 Industrial Drive. One spirit is said to be more malevolent than the others: the foreman. A cruel and demanding man who ruled the factory floor with an iron fist. Workers feared his wrath.
Legend has it that he perished in the fire, his soul consumed by the flames. Now, his spirit haunts the factory, seeking revenge on those who dare to enter his domain. Some believe he is responsible for the accidents and misfortunes that plague the factory.
He toys with the living, whispering in their ears, tripping them up, driving them mad with fear. The foreman's curse, they call it, a malevolent force that permeates the factory. A reminder that some sins can never be forgiven, some souls can never find peace. The abandoned factory at 1678 Industrial Drive stands as a haunting reminder of Detroit's past, a symbol of the city's industrial might and its tragic decline. It is a place where the veil between this world and the next is thin, where the spirits of the dead walk among us, where the echoes of screams and the scent of burning flesh linger in the air. But it is also a place of strange beauty, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a reminder that even in death there is life. Even in darkness there is light. The factory is a microcosm of Detroit itself, a city haunted by its past, but determined to rise again, a city with a rich history and an uncertain future. The abandoned factory at 1678 Industrial Drive remains an enigma, a place of unanswered questions and unexplained phenomena, a place where the laws of nature seem to bend and break. Why do spirits linger here? What are they trying to tell us? Are they trapped, or do they choose to remain? These are questions that continue to haunt us. Perhaps one day we will find the answers, or perhaps the mystery is part of the appeal. The unknown has a way of drawing us in, of making us question everything we thought we knew. Whatever the reason, the abandoned factory at 1678 Industrial Drive will continue to fascinate and terrify us. A haunted reminder of Detroit's past, a chilling glimpse into the world beyond our own.